Hey y'all. All right, here it is. I've had this scope for about 2 weeks now. I've had it long enough now where I can kind of base a good opinion on it. It's the new Nocpix Ace H50 R. Getting into the guts on it. It's a 640 by 512 resolution, 3 power base mag, 50mm lens with the integrated laser rangefinder built into the lens itself. Pretty cool. This product here is distributed and supported by Iray USA. So it comes with a 5x5, 5-year, 5-day warranty that you come to expect with the Iray products. Great warranty for the scope. Getting into some of the functions on this thing, it's got an ocular zoom. It goes from 1 to a 3x with a twist of this dial, and it actually zooms in on the internal display in the scope. It's not a digital zoom, it's on the back end of the scope. And the nice thing about that, from previous experiences, this one here, opposed to that one, really holds together awesome. When you go up to say 6-7 power, which would be, I guess, twice, a little over twice what the base mag is, the image on this thing holds together phenomenally. I mean, you can take this thing at a quick look at long range, get a quick eyeball on something to see what it is, ID it, spin it back and take it back to native base. Man, it does great. Really cool trick there. Battery platform on this scope, it comes with an internal, comes with two 18650s. As far as battery life goes, man, I can run through the two externals and I'm barely knocking the dust off the internal, and it's got way more life left in it than I do at 2:33 in the morning. So I don't think battery life is going to be an issue if you have to worry about it. Keep the charger in the truck and charge the 18650s as you go. But really, I don't think battery life is going to be an issue with you on this one. As I mentioned too, it's got the integrated laser rangefinder. It's got a dedicated button on the back. Quick press it to get your range, long hold, stick it into scan mode. Laser, as far as the performance on it, man, it does real good. I mean, 700-800 yards from what I was ranging, no problem at all. Real quick, real responsive. Wasn't searching for something to zap the laser on to get a reading back to the scope. It worked real well. The function button on the top, quick press taking your quick menu, long hold taking your long menu, twist it clockwise takes your zoom. Cool thing with this one, if I've got picture-in-picture up, some guys don't use that. I do. Sorry, each his own. The cool thing with this one though, you can keep the main screen at 3x and this will step zoom your picture-in-picture only. It won't change both as it goes up in zoom. So I can take it from 6 power, 8 power, 10 power, 12 power, and then turn it back to counterclockwise, take it back to 0. Real cool. I've come accustomed to that, some of the other scopes I've run, and it was nice to see that option on this one here. The USB-C port is built into the cap itself. You turn it 90 degrees, opens the port up to stick the wire in to pull your videos, pictures off to your desktop, plug it into the wall to charge it up, twist the cap back down 90 degrees, seals it off. You don't have to worry about losing the cap and the couch cushion and running around at night with an open port on your scope. Real cool. I mean, that was kind of nice. There's no caps on this thing here that pop off. Everything stays fixed. Performance on the scope overall for the last 2 weeks. I live in Virginia. Mother Nature here has got a horrible sense of humor. We went one night, it was 13 degrees and 30% humidity. Awesome thermal conditions. 2 days later, it's 60 degrees, pissing rain, 100% humidity. Horrible thermal conditions. And this scope performed on both ends of it flawlessly. I mean, I can't speak enough about the performance of this scope. This thing's been real fun to run. Great image in this scope. I mean, it's something else. I guess being they distribute it. The H50 R would be something I would really stack this up close to, as far as it's splitting hairs when you start thinking about which one's which. Some guys have some experience with that out in the field. Nice thing about this scope, with it being a tube style, it gives you the versatility. If the guys run the bolts, you know, bolt actions, you can put this on a standard 30mm rings, get your eye relief where you need it. Where the RH50R is more of a fixed scope, you only have so much adjustment there. You have to have the pick rail. But each his own. I mean, it's like, say, platform bolt gun. You know, this one gives you options for either or. The mount that's on this scope comes with it. QD mount, 30mm, man, solid mount. I typically use my own. I grabbed this one out, give it a look over, solid mount. I stuck it on, no issues at all. Yeah, overall, I can't say enough good things about it. Like I say, trying to pick it apart, this is one of the ones that I can't really throw a whole lot of stones at as far as, you know, something I didn't like about it. Maybe on the picture-in-picture image, it might not be quite as clear or clarity on it like some of the others I've ran. But man, I tell you, I think I'm really starting to get nitpicky, because I mean, the image on this thing is solid. Performance, like I say, awful conditions up to the best conditions. This thing stays right on point. I mean, it doesn't fall off and you're cussing halfway through a set because you can't tell if it's a deer or a coyote. This thing here really, really does. I mean, it performs great as far as the conditions go. John's got these in stock, $5,500. Man, I tell you, it's hard to beat scope for the price. If you've got any questions though, man, feel free, hit me up, message me on Facebook. My number's at my Deo page. Shoot me a text message, give me a call. Be glad to run through anything with this scope with you if you have any questions. John's got enough information on this thing. I think I've talked to him on the high points. If he can't answer it, he can defer to me. Feel free to reach out. Like I say, though, these things are in stock, ready to go. I'm real impressed with this thing. Excited to run this thing for the next few weeks. It's probably gonna stick around on the gun for a little while for a change. Like I say, appreciate it. I hope it helped. Later.